The Institute for Governance and Leadership Studies in Africa holds an investiture of doctoral fellows, new fellows, and members of the African Institute. All gathered inside this hall with guests, friends, and family of the recipients in a somewhat cheery mood, with smiles written on their faces. The procession would see the recipients who were chosen based on their leadership roles in an effort towards harnessing a global network of leaders and governance experts, as the management would have it.
What we are here to do is to recognize and award distinguished Nigerians who have actually demonstrated leadership qualities, played leadership roles. And to the extent that they did this, leadership is very critical in any society. In fact, the basic definition of leadership is anybody who can influence anybody. So leadership is something that is cultivated even right from the household. Nasir Abubakar song hails from song in Adamawa State.
One after the other, recipients of doctoral fellows, new fellows, and more would have their citation read out.
Which is a dairy processing and animal crossbreeding company.
Of note is the doctoral conferment on the former EFCC chairman Ibrahim MAGU.
Mala Ibrahim MAGU, in his pursuit of academic career,
whose rather lengthy citation got the crowd inside here excited.
Mala MAGU, you cannot associate me with corruption. That I can beat my chest with all my heart.
His message on leadership will, however, not be minced.
I want to say that the fight against corruption is not an easy task. It is a patriotic and selfless service to one's fatherland. This is because corruption is pervasive, and for an agency to tackle this monster head-on, all hands must be on deck. I want to say that with the highest sense of responsibility, that the fight against corruption must be pursued with vigor, as corruption remains an impediment against our collective progress as a nation. I used to say, the greatest tragedy of Nigeria is corruption. Every evil is directly or indirectly caused by corruption.
The governor of Yobe State, who is also being conferred with a doctoral degree, was represented by his deputy.
A better governance challenge which has undermined development in our continent is the issue of corruption, which has arrested development and undermined quality service delivery. In our view, corruption is a result of leadership failure and weak governance institutions. The recent P&ID case, which was decided in favor of Nigeria, is a classical example. I wish to start by congratulating the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for Nigeria's victory over the international conspiracy to defraud a humongous amount of money, which will have threatened the country's economy and undermine a democratically elected government. There is no way Nigeria's economy will have survived the removal of 11 billion of foreign reserve at once from the economy without direct consequences.
The views on leadership and what this honors means to some comes to light.
What makes us stand different to qualify for this award is our ruggedness and our standing on the truth, on the part of the truth and justice. And we try to exhibit good leadership to our followers.
People far away, about 800 kilometers away from Yobe, but we're able to identify the good job Excellence has been doing. We really appreciate that Nigeria is one. that people are seeing what we've been doing. We really appreciate the award.
I think one major cause is leadership deficit. Leadership deficit in the context of the fact that when people are in authority and they fail to uphold the highest ethical standard and integrity, it allows other people to prey on the system and exploit the system.
As the day draws to a close, the atmosphere soon becomes soothing as families and friends took pictures celebrating loved ones who have distinguished themselves in leadership. Yimba Umar, Control TV, News Mobile.